Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the next session on our subject. We called it as Engineering Economics, Estimation and Costing. In this unit, we are dealing with the last point of our chapter number 1, that is introductory part related to quantity survey and the specifications. The part which we are going to discuss in our today's session, we called it as methods of measurements and units of civil construction work. Okay. Now, what are the methods of measurements? Measurement means what? You are going to take out, you are just going to determine, you are going to calculate the distance between the 2 points. Distance between the 2 points, correct? If you want to define it in the simplest manner, what is measurement? You are going to calculate, you are going to determine the distance between the two reference points or 2 points. It may be, the structure may be rectangular in shape, the structure may be circular in shape, the structure may be whatever the shape it is having, shape and size. Actually, we are going to calculate the distance between the different points. Okay, any 2 points. So, in quantity estimation, why the measurements, why this measurement part is of most importance? Because if you have the correct measurement, if you have the correct method to take out the measurements, if you are going to measure, if you are going to calculate all the distances between the n number of points correctly, then it will be very easy for you to prepare the estimate for the same. Please listen it very carefully. If you have the good knowledge of the measurements, how to take the measurements, okay, then definitely it will help you to prepare your estimate correctly. Okay. And secondly, the units of civil construction work. Now you are going to perform so many activities, like excavation is there, PCC is there, painting is there, plastering is there, or you are going to perform so many activities, correct? But in which unit you are going to calculate that activity in your estimate, in which unit you are going to describe that activity, so that unit must be known to you. That unit must be known to you. As we know, we are following Indian standards to take out the measurements and the units. So this part we are going to discuss in detail. So the methods and units of measurement for civil construction works are mainly categorized for their nature, shape, size, and for making payments to the contractor. Okay, very important part. How we are going to take out the measurements. The methods of measurements and the units of the measurements. Method is a different part and unit is a different part. Method of measurement means by which way you are going to calculate the distance. You are using tape, you are using total station, you are using theodolite, or you are using the chains, anything it may be, or you are just selecting the 2 points and directly you will get the you are having the electronic distance meter in your hand, and so if you pass the ray directly you will get the distance. So the methods of measurements are varied, correct? You may use tape, you may use chain, you may use auto level, dumpy level, total station, whatever the instruments you are using. So you are having different methods of measurements. Okay. Units, again, we are going to perform the different activities. So again, the unit for each activity is different. So these units and the methods of measurements are mainly categorized based on their nature, shape, size, and for making payments to the contractor. Actually, you are going to do the contract, correct? So the contract lies between you and your client. Okay, the contract lies between you and your client, or you have submitted your work to any other contractor. So for making the payment, to the contractor, or you are the client and XYZ is the person who is constructing your house. So to give the payment to that XYZ contractor, definitely you should have the knowledge about the methods of measurement that he has followed or which units he has referred. Okay. So that is why these methods of measurements and the units are of most important. Okay. Now, how the methods of measurements are there, or what are the units of measurement of our civil construction work? The first point is nothing but single units. Single unit work like the doors, windows, trusses are expressed in numbers. Please read it very carefully. The doors, windows, trusses. सिंगल युनिट. डोर्स, विंडोज अँड द ट्रसेस आर एक्सप्रेस्ड इन नंबर्स. आता तुम्ही असं कधी बघितलंय यार का रे, घरामध्ये तुम्हाला दरवाजा बसवायचा आहे आणि हे तुम्ही सांगता 100 मीटर स्क्वेअरचा दरवाजा बसवलाय मी, 50 मीटर स्क्वेअरचा दरवाजा बसवलाय. व्हॉट विच लँग्वेज यू आर युझिंग? नाही, मी माझ्या हॉलला एक दरवाजा आहे, किचन मध्ये एक दरवाजा आहे, बेडरूम मध्ये एक दरवाजा आहे, बरोबर आहे. सो द लँग्वेज दॅट वी आर युझिंग, हे लँग्वेज काय डिफाईन करते रे? द लँग्वेज इज डिफायनिंग द युनिट. की मी माझ्या घरामध्ये एक दरवाजा बसवलाय, एक. मी माझ्या घरामध्ये 2 दरवाजे बसवले. सो दिस सिंगल युनिट्स, कारण दरवाजा इट्स अ सिंगल ऍक्टिव्हिटी, बरोबर आहे. आपल्याला जसं कॉन्क्रीटमध्ये एन नंबर ऑफ क्वांटिटीचं कॉन्क्रीट लागतं किंवा ब्रिक्स मध्ये 500, 700, 1000 मिलियन्स ऑफ ब्रिक्स आपल्याला लागत आहेत, ठीक आहे. तसं डोर्स आपल्याला थाउजंड्स आणि मिलियन क्वांटिटीमध्ये लागू शकतील का? नाही. आपलं किती मोठं स्ट्रक्चर असेल तरी एका रूमला एक दरवाजा किंवा जास्तीत जास्त 2 दरवाजे, याच्या पलीकडे जात नाही आपण, बरोबर आहे. सो दीज युनिट्स आर नथिंग बट युअर सिंगल युनिट ऍक्टिव्हिटीज. So your doors, windows or the trusses are always expressed in the numbers. Please pay careful attention to these 4 points A, B, C, D. How the units are going to take. Okay, how the units we are going to take as far as our construction sector is considered. Next, second, work which consists of the linear measurements. This word is very important for you to understand. What are the linear measurements? The work which consists of the linear measurements involving the length of the cornice, fencing, handrails, and the band for the specified width are always expressed in the running meter. ठीक आहे. मग आता लिनियर मेजरमेंट म्हणजे काय? तर तुम्ही तुमच्या घरामध्ये बघा, स्कर्टिंग बघितलंय सर्वांना. एव्हरीवन नोज व्हॉट इज द स्कर्टिंग. आय होप एव्हरीवन नोज इट व्हेरी वेल. सो तुमच्या घरामध्ये तुम्हाला माहिती स्कर्टिंग असतं, करेक्ट आहे. सो द स्कर्टिंग, that skirting length we are going to calculate or we are going to express in the running meter. It is expressed in the running meter. कारण or your compound wall, जे काय तुमच्या घराचं फेन्सिंग असेल, कंपाऊंड असेल, so that again we are going to calculate in the running meters. These are the linear measurements. Linear measurements. So these are always expressed in the running meters. Your skirting, if the height of the tile is more than 30 centimeters, then only we are going to measure this in meter square. Otherwise, skirting, it's we are always going to measure it in running meters only. Okay. Then part third, work which consists of the aerial surface measurements. Aerial surface measurements like your painting, plastering, whitewashing, varnishing of the specified thickness. Again, this sentence is very important for you. Of the specified thickness are always expressed in square meters. जिथे थिकनेस हा स्पेसिफाईड असतो, अशा ज्या क्वांटिटीज आहेत, अशा क्वांटिटीज आपण आपल्या मीटर स्क्वेअर मध्ये मेजर करतो किंवा स्क्वेअर फीट मध्ये आपण त्या मेजर करतोय. मग आपले सरफेस मेजरमेंट्स कुठले कुठले आहेत? सरफेस मेजरमेंट लगेच लक्षात आलं पाहिजे. पेंटिंग करतोय तुम्ही, पेंटिंग मध्ये वॉलचा एरिया असतो, एरिया घेतोय, व्हॉल्यूम घेतोय का रे आपण वॉलचा? नाही, आपण जो काही एरिया असणार आहे L/B एवढाच पार्ट घेतोय, बरोबर आहे. त्या थिकनेस मध्ये त्याचं जे काही जाडी आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आपण प्लास्टर करतोय का? नाही. आपण प्लास्टर कुठं करतोय? विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू दी लेंथ अँड विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू दी विड्थ और दी हाईट, करेक्ट आहे. मग आपण त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त LB हे डायमेन्शन्स घेतोय आपण. सरफेस आहे, थिकनेस स्पेसिफाईड केलेला असतो. किती थिकनेस असणार आहे तुमच्या पेंटिंगचा? 4 mm चा, 10 mm चा, 15 mm चा, 20 mm चा, 25 mm चा थिकनेस आहे, ठीक आहे. पेंटिंगचा आहे, सिंगल कोट आहे, डबल कोट आहे, 3 कोट करतोय सर मी पेंटिंग, ठीक आहे. वॉर्निशिंग असेल, वॉर्निशिंग मध्ये सिंगल कोट आहे किंवा 2 कोट आहे, ठीक आहे. सो मी ह्या ज्या काही क्वांटिटीज आहेत, ह्या ज्या काही ऍक्टिव्हिटीज आहेत, ज्या थिकनेस स्पेसिफाईड असतील, मी परत एकदा शब्द रिपीट करतोय, द क्वांटिटीज विच आर थिकनेस स्पेसिफाईड, we are going to express all these quantities in meter square, like painting, plastering, whitewashing, pointing, and your partition walls. These are always expressed in the meter square quantity. And last but not the least, your work which consists of the cubical contents. The work which consists of the cubical contents, we are always going to express in earth, that we are always going to express in cubic meters. So cubical contents are nothing but your excavation, correct, where you are having some specified length, width and depth or height. Then we are having RCC, that is reinforced cement concrete, PCC, masonry work, brick masonry, coarse rubble masonry, uncoarse rubble masonry. So whatever these cubical contents which we are having, we are going to always express in cubic meter. Okay. So this is very important for you to understand which quantity we are going to measure in which unit and how we are going to measure it. Again, I am repeating my sentence. It is very much important for you to understand which quantity we are going to measure in which unit by following which method of measurement. आता हे जे methods of measurements आहेत ना, dear students, these all methods of measurements are specified in IS 1200. There are 28 parts of this IS code, IS 1200. Okay. So these are IS code is there. As you can see, the rules of methods of measurements for our construction work. What rules we are defining, that is the next part for our discussion. The rules of measurement for each atom is described in IS 1200. And as I told you, there are 28 parts. Like for excavation, we are having IS 1200, maybe part 1, 2, for painting, for plastering, for whitewashing, for RCC, for reinforcement, for whatever the construction activities you are performing. To take out the measurements, we are having some rules, and where that rules are given, these rules are specified in IS 1200, and there are different 28 parts of this IS code. 28 पार्ट आहेत या IS कोडचे. ठीक आहे. आणि प्रत्येक पार्ट मध्ये वेगवेगळी ऍक्टिव्हिटी डिफाइन केलेली आहे. कुठला पार्ट कुठल्या याच्यासाठी आहे तो तुम्ही डाउनलोड केल्यानंतर तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. सॅनिटरी फिटिंग्स असतील, एक्सकॅव्हेशन असेल, डीपीआर असेल, कुठलीही तुमची कन्स्ट्रक्शन ऍक्टिव्हिटी असू द्या. सो त्या रिलेट मध्ये ते तुमचा IS कोड दिलेला आहे. नाउ what rules these are mentioned as far as our methods of measurements are considered, the rules which are described in your IS code, as I told you. So the measurement shall be made for a finished item of the work, and description of each atom shall include materials, transport, labor, fabrication tools, plants, and all types of overhead for finished work. Okay. All types of the overhead charges for the finished works which are required in shape, size, and the specifications. In booking, the order shall be in the sequence of L, B, or H and D. Okay. Now this is very important. This question is asked in so many competitive exams like your MPSC, UPSC, SSC examination. Okay. Whenever you are going to prepare the estimate, always remember the sequence to take out the measurement. Okay, so in booking, the order of our sequence must be length at first, width or breadth at second, and height or depth at third. Okay, so the sequence of measurement is nothing but L, B, and D. या पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट वरती 1 मार्क MCQ विचारलेला आहे यापूर्वीच्या क्वेश्चन पेपर्स मध्ये. मेनी टाइम्स दिस क्वेश्चन वॉज आस्क्ड इन युअर प्रीवियस इयर exam papers. Okay. What is the order of sequence for taking out the measurements? Like that question will be there. So they will put 4 options like breadth at first, depth at second, length at third, or it may be height at first, length at second, breadth at first, or the correct sequence is length at first, remember, breadth at second, and thickness or height or depth at third. So this is the correct sequence that you have to follow whenever you are going to prepare the estimate. In our construction site also, LBD, always remember this sequence of measurement. Okay, then all works are measured subject to the following tolerances. All works are measured subject to the following tolerances. So the linear measurements shall be measured nearest to the 0.01 meter. बघा, linear measurement म्हणजे कुठल्या आल्या रे? एक्झाम्पल आपण डिस्कस केलेले आहेत. एक्झाम्पल सांगता येईल लिनियर मेजरमेंट्स तुमच्या घरामधलं स्कर्टिंग किंवा कंपाऊंड वॉल. इफ यू फॉरगेट, प्लीज रिमेंबर. ओके, सो लिनियर मेजरमेंट्स shall be measured with respect very close to the or nearest to the 0.01. See the accuracy that they have defined, 0.01 meter accuracy. Okay, then aerial measurements, whatever the surface measurements we are going to take, na, so the area's measurement or aerial measurement shall be measured nearest to the 0.01 square meter. Now, what is the example of aerial surface measurements? Can you give it? Like your painting, plastering, pointing, varnishing, where the thickness is specified. These we called it as the surface measurements or the aerial surface measurements. Okay. So these are always measured nearest to the 0.01 square meter. See the accuracy that we have to maintain whenever you are going to work on the site. Cubical contents shall be worked out nearest to the 0.01 meter cube. So our cubical contents, we are going to measure it with the accuracy of 0.01 meter cube. Okay. So these are the rules which are been specified, and we have to follow the sequence, the rules which are been specified in your IS 1200 for taking out the measurements. Okay. So this is all about the units of measurements and methods of the measurements. Okay. In the next part, we are again going to, I will show you some activities and the unit for the same. Before that, we will conclude again the remaining part related to the rules and regulation. Okay. The bill of quantities shall fully describe the materials, proportion, and the workmanship accurately, which represents the works which is to get executed. Okay. Then, in case of the masonry or the structural quantity, concrete, the category shall be measured separately, and the height shall be described as from foundation to plinth, from plinth to first floor, and from first floor to second floor, and so on. So on. Okay. Now, what are the other rules? Okay. I will call this as the thumb rules. Okay. That is why this part is separately I have taken. Okay. The same type of work under different conditions and the nature shall be measured separately under the separate items. If you get the meaning of it, please, you can discuss with me. Same type of work under different site conditions and nature shall be measured separately under the separate items. See, you are going to construct a building. You are going to construct a building. It may be a G+1 structure. Okay, and you are going to construct that building, suppose very close to our college. Again, there is another contractor who is going to construct the building of the same area, of the same height, everything is same in the same region. But still, you have to take out the measurements separately. You have to take out the measurements separately. Site conditions definitely will vary, because though between a span of maybe 100 meters, we are having the different soil conditions. If you go, now you will get the exposure of the work also, construction work. There you will find a span of, sir, 100 मीटरच्या अंतरावरती मला सॉइलचा नेचर वेगळा वाटतोय. ठीक आहे. इज इट पॉसिबल? यस, ऍब्सोल्युटली पॉसिबल. ओके, कारण आपल्याकडे सॉइल कंडिशन्स ह्या खूप डिफरंट आहेत. ठीक आहे. तुम्ही अंडरपिनिंग, आय थिंक एव्हरीबडी इज फॅमिलियर विथ द कन्सेप्ट ऑफ अंडरपिनिंग. अंडरपिनिंग हा कन्सेप्ट सगळ्यांना माहित असेल, की ज्या अंतर्गत काय केलं जातं. तुमचं जर घर आहे आणि तुमच्या घराशेजारी एखाद्या दुसऱ्या माणसाला त्याचा प्लॉट होता रिकामा, त्याला आता घर बांधायचं आहे. ठीक आहे. तर तो आधी काय करतो, तुमच्या परिसराचा अभ्यास करत असतो. ठीक आहे. मग मला जर G+1 स्ट्रक्चर बांधायचं आहे, तर मग यापूर्वी त्या एरियामध्ये एखादं G+1 असेल, हॅव्हिंग सेम एरिया. ठीक आहे. नियरली इक्वल एरिया और सेम एरिया. मग तिथे त्यांना किती खर्च आला, त्यांनी कशा पद्धतीने कन्स्ट्रक्शन टेक्निक अप्लाय केलेली होती. डेफिनेटली आय विल वर्क ऑन दिस. ठीक आहे. And this is the part which is highlighting in our point number 4. The same type of work under the different conditions and the nature shall be measured separately under the separate items. Okay. First thing, we are having the separate site conditions. Secondly, though area is same, but the method of construction might be changed. Okay. Then point number 5, very important for you, the bill of quantities. Now I hope everyone is having full knowledge what is the concept of bill of quantities. If you have attended my previous sessions, okay, I have explained in detail what is bill of quantities. Okay, so the bill of quantities shall fully describe the materials, proportion, workmanship, and accurately represent the work to be executed. Now, what is bill of quantities? It has been described over here. The bill of quantities will include your material, the proportion, and the workmanship, or that accurately it will represent whatever the work which you are interested to do. Bill of quantity म्हणजे काय? It is similar to the abstract sheet. Just the difference is that bill of quantity मध्ये तो कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर स्वतःचे रेट कोट करतोय. जे SSR मध्ये रेट दिलेले असतात ना, त्याच्या रिलेव्हन्स मध्ये तो त्याचे रेट कोट करत असतो, जे मार्केटमध्ये आहेत सध्या. सपोज SSR मध्ये स्टीलचा रेट 70 रुपये किलो दिलेला आहे. कदाचित त्याला त्याच्या एरियामध्ये तो 68 रुपये मिळत असेल, कदाचित तो 75 रुपये मिळत असेल. ठीक आहे. मग तो 75 रुपयांनी स्टील रेट लिहू शकतोय. सिमेंट बॅग SSR मध्ये ती 280 रुपये पर बॅग आहे, कदाचित त्याच्या एरियामध्ये त्याला 310 रुपयाला मिळत असेल. सो क्वांटिटी त्यानं फाइंड आउट केलेली. बिल ऑफ क्वांटिटी म्हणजे काय रे, तर तुमचा प्लॅन आहे, त्या प्लॅनवरती डायमेन्शन्स आहेत, त्या डायमेन्शन्सच्या मदतीनं काय केलं त्यानं, इस्टिमेट तयार केलं. म्हणजे एक्सकॅव्हेशन साठी किती सॉइल तुम्हाला एक्सकॅव्हेट करावे लागणार आहे, किती कॉन्क्रीट लागणार आहे, किती सिमेंटच्या बॅग्स लागणार आहेत, आणि त्यानंतर तो त्याचा रेट कोट करत असतो. हे टेंडर भरत असताना आपण बीओक्यू सबमिट करत असतो, ऍबस्ट्रॅक्ट नव्हतो. ठीक आहे. हे बिल ऑफ क्वांटिटी कुठे सबमिट करतो, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही टेंडर भरत असता. ठीक आहे. ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला नवीन काम करायचं असतं त्यावेळेस तुम्ही हे बीओक्यू तयार करत असता. त्याच्यामध्ये फरक हा लक्षात घ्या. ऍबस्ट्रॅक्ट शीट मध्ये तुम्ही एसएसआर मधले रेट्स तुम्ही कोट करताय. ठीक आहे. बिल ऑफ क्वांटिटी मध्ये तुम्ही स्वतःचा रेट कोट करता, तो कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर. ठीक आहे. नाउ इन केस ऑफ द मॅशनरी, ठीक आहे, अगेन इट इज सॉरी द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, तो फिफ्थ पॉइंट जो मी तुम्हाला डिस्कस करत होतो त्याच्यामध्ये थोडासा बदल हा होऊ शकतो, बट अगेन इट इज विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द साइट कंडिशन्स अँड द टाइप ऑफ वर्क. ठीक आहे. Now, sixth point, in case of the masonry, like your structural concrete or the brick work, masonry work, measurements, how you are going to take? You are going to take out the measurements from foundation to plinth, then plinth to first, and first to n number of floors. Okay. If you divide your work, if you divide your construction activities into such parts, it will be very easy for you to execute all the work. आणि पेमेंट जे रिलीज केलं जातं कन्स्ट्रक्शन साईट वरती ते सुद्धा याच टप्प्यामध्ये रिलीज केलं जातं. इफ यू डोंट हॅव एनी नॉलेज प्लीज टेक इट. फर्स्ट पेमेंट अप टू द प्लिंथ लेवल, ज्यावेळेस तुमचं प्लिंथ लेवल पर्यंत काम होतं त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला पहिला टप्पा दिला जातो तुमच्या वेतनाचा. ठीक आहे. सेकंड, ज्यावेळेस तुमचं स्लॅब पडतोय त्यावेळेस, आणि त्यानंतर रिमेनिंग आयटम साठी तुम्ही तुमचं बिल मागवू शकता. ठीक आहे. सो इन दिस फॅशन यू कॅन टेक द मेजरमेंट्स, यू कॅन फॉलो द पॉलिसी फॉर गिव्हिंग द पेमेंट्स ऑल्सो. ओके. So these are some rules again which are mentioned. Now the next part, yes, which I'm interested. Baga, see, we are having more than 100 quantities in our construction sector. More than 100. Now it is not possible for me also to cover all the quantities, but just take the picture of this table in your mobile also. Okay. So what this table is indicating, the table below shows units of measurements of various items of civil engineering work which is based on IS 1200. मग अर्थवर्क कशामध्ये मेजर करतात? आता तुम्ही साइट वरती काम करणार आहे, तुम्हाला लक्षात आलं पाहिजे अर्थवर्क करायचं आहे. मग अर्थवर्क हे कशामध्ये मोजतात हे आधी तुमच्या लक्षात आलं पाहिजे, आणि मग त्याचं पेमेंट कशावरती असतं, तर हे पेमेंट असतं तुमचं पर मीटर क्यूब. अर्थवर्क कशामध्ये मेजर करतोय? वी आर गोइंग टू कॅल्क्युलेट द अर्थवर्क इन एक्सकॅव्हेशन, वी आर गोइंग टू कॅल्क्युलेट इट इन क्युबिक मीटर. आपण क्युबिक मीटर मध्ये अर्थवर्क मेजर करतोय. कॉन्क्रीटिंग, आय एम नॉट गो इन डिटेल अबाउट ऑल द थिंग्स, आय एम जस्ट टेकिंग फ्यू एक्झाम्पल्स ओनली. कॉन्क्रीट जे आहे तुमचं, सपोज लाईम कॉन्क्रीट इन द फाउंडेशन, अगेन वी आर गोइंग टू मेजर इट using meter cube. This is our unit to measure the concrete. It may be lime concrete in the foundation, cement concrete, and other. Then DPC. DPC is always measured in the square meter. Always remember what is DPC. It's a dam proof course. Which the part I have mentioned, it is a thickness mentioned activity. It's a thickness mentioned activity. Okay. Can you elaborate more on this? Do you have any idea what is DPC in our construction sector? Do you have any idea how to what is the DPC and what is the actual application of it? Where we are going to provide DPC? Please unmute yourself and you can ask. To avoid the moisture. Yes, good. Any other answer from anyone? See, DPC is that layer which you are going to provide between your plinth and your upper part, that is brick work. ठीक आहे. जिथे तुमचं ब्रिक वर्क आणि कॉलमचं फुटिंग संपतंय ना, ठीक आहे, जिथे तुमची भिंत तुम्ही उभी करणार आहात, ठीक आहे, जिथे तुम्ही तुमची भिंत उभी करणार आहात, ठीक आहे, तो जो पॉइंट असतो, किंवा असं काय नाही की तो तिथेच, इन केस ऑफ द बिग अपार्टमेंट जिथे अंडरग्राउंड पार्किंग असतं, अंडरग्राउंड स्ट्रक्चरसाठी जिथे मॉइश्चरची एंट्री होण्याचे चान्सेस जास्त राहतात, म्हणजे मॉइश्चर तर असंही एंटर होतच, असं काय नाही, बट अंडरग्राउंड स्ट्रक्चर्स असतील, किंवा जो तुमचा पोर्शन आहे जिथून तुमचा प्लेनचा अबोव प्लेन पार्ट चालू होतोय, या केसमध्ये there is a chance of the entry of the water which is present in the ground. Whatever the moisture which is present in the ground can enter in your structure. There is a possibility of entering the moisture in your structure. ते तुमच्या भिंत जे ओलसर वगैरे वाटतात तुम्हाला कधी कधी, ठीक आहे. सो फॉर दॅट पर्पज वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोव्हाइड द डॅम प्रूफ कोर्स DPCs. ठीक आहे. अंडरग्राउंड स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये सुद्धा जिथे अंडरग्राउंड पार्किंग वगैरे असते ना, ठीक आहे, तर अशा ठिकाणी सुद्धा तुम्हाला तो DPCचा लेअर टाकलेला बघायला मिळेल. To avoid the whatever the moisture entry is there. Okay, it may be the moisture, it may be to the level of absorption of the water. Okay, that also we can prevent. So actually it's a moisture barrier part, so that that is the DPC. Okay, if you haven't seen, again at the time of solving the problems we will go in detail about it. Okay, so DPC is always measured in square meter because it's a thickness specified quantity. Okay, next part, brickwork in meter cube, then thin partitions wall square meter. आता हा चार्ट मी का दाखवतोय, dear students, there are I think 2 or 3 MCQs will be there on this part. They will just highlight the activity. Suppose thin partition wall, what is the unit of thin partition wall? Such MCQs you will get in your online examination. Okay, or and also in your competitive exams also such questions they are going to ask you. What is the unit of measurement of a thin partition wall? What is the unit of measurement of the bricks? What is the unit of measurement of the earthwork of, what is the unit of measurement of the maybe PCC, maybe RCC, whatever it may be. So brickwork in foundation, you are going to measure it in cubic meter, thin partition wall square meter. Stone masonry, again it's a cubical content, so we are going to measure it in cubic meter. Woodwork, see, doors and window frames, बघा, doors and window frames म्हणतोय मी, not फक्त doors असं म्हणत नाही, doors and window frames. So frames of the doors and windows, ज्याला चौकट असं म्हणतात तुम्ही, so it is taken in cubic meter because it is having length, width and the thickness is also we have to consider. Okay, because that frame of the door and window we are going to fix it in the wall, so wall is having some thickness. So L we have to consider, B we have to consider, and D also, or the thickness also we have to consider. Then shutters of the doors and windows, only shutters where thickness is specified, it is calculated in square meter. Then only doors and windows, okay, like your hinges, tower boards, sliding boards and all that handle, these are calculated in numbers. That is एक दरवाजा बसवला है, each single units, 1 2 4 5 जे काय असेल ते, ठीक आहे. So very clearly I have mentioned the units. Okay, so please go through this in detail. Then steel work, steel reinforcement bars, we are going to measure in quintal, or you can measure it in ton also. Quintal means 1 quintal equals to how much kg and 1 ton equals to how much kg. Please give me the answer very fast. What is a quintal and what is a ton? What is quintal? What is ton? Dear students, what is 1 quintal equals to, or 1 ton equals to how much kg? I'm expecting some answers from you. Okay, 1000 kg equals to 1 ton or 1 quintal? Aditya, 1 ton, good. And 1 quintal equals to then 100 kg, correct. So Aditya has given the correct answers. Okay, good. क्विंटल तुम्ही हा धान्य ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही परचेस करायला जाता त्यावेळेस हा शब्द ऐकला असेल. किती क्विंटल धान्य घेतलं तुम्ही, किती क्विंटल आहे धान्य, आपण 1 क्विंटल 2 क्विंटल, क्विंटल मीन्स 100 kg. Okay, so still we are going to measure in quintal. Then bending and the binding of the reinforcement in quintal. Then hold fast irons, no units. Then iron grills in square meter. Okay, then see the next quantities, RCC and the slab roof in cubic meter. Lean concrete roof cover where thickness is specified. शेंटरिंग आणि शटरिंग सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं, स्क्वेअर मीटर मध्ये मोजताय तुम्ही सेंटरिंगचं काम किंवा शटरिंगचं काम. पेंटिंग, पॉइंटिंग आणि फिनिशिंग सगळे स्क्वेअर मीटर मध्ये आहेत. म्हणजे व्हाईट वॉशिंग असेल, कलर वॉशिंग असेल, पेंटिंग असेल, प्लास्टरिंग असेल, डिस्टेम्परिंग असेल, varnishing असेल, all these quantities we are going to measure in square meter only. ओके. देन फ्लोरिंगचा रेट सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, स्क्वेअर मीटर मध्येच राहतो किंवा तो स्क्वेअर फुटामध्ये घेतात. ठीक आहे. जे काय तुम्ही फ्लोरिंगचं काम करत असताना, टाईल फ्लोरिंग हे स्क्वेअर मीटर किंवा स्क्वेअर मीटर मध्ये किंवा स्क्वेअर फीट मध्ये घेत असतो आपण. ठीक आहे. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर which quantity we are going to describe in which unit. Okay, so there are more than 100 quantities. I have just elaborated few. Okay, then rainwater pipe running meter मध्ये आहे, कारण लिनियर मेजरमेंट आपल्याला घ्यावं लागतं पाईपच्या. तुमच्या किती लांब पाईप टाकला तुम्ही, 5 फुटाचा पाईप आहे, 10 फुटाचा पाईप आहे, आणि पाईपचा डायमीटर इंच मध्ये मोजतात. 1 इंची, अर्धा इंची, 2 इंची, 4 इंची, 6 इंची, 8 इंची, 10 इंची. माझ्या मते त्याच्या पलीकडे जात नाही कोणी एवढं. ठीक आहे. जो आपला वॉटर पाईप असतो, ठीक आहे, पिण्याचा पाण्याचा. ठीक आहे. So that pipe we are going to measure in running meter. Then truss, wooden truss in quantities we are going to measure in numbers. Glass panels again square meter. जे तुम्ही क्लॅडिंग बघता मोठ्या बिल्डिंग्स मध्ये, हे जे काम केलं जातं ना क्लॅडिंगचं, हे स्क्वेअर मीटर वरतीच असतं. ठीक आहे. कारण ते पॅनल्स असतात, त्याचे ग्लासचे पॅनल्स असतात, आणि मग त्याचा फिक्सिंगचा पार्ट येतो, त्यामुळे ते स्क्वेअर मीटर मध्ये आपण मेजर करतो. एरिया घेतात ते, किती एरियामध्ये तुम्हाला क्लॅडिंग करायचं आहे. ठीक आहे. सो दॅट इज ऑल अबाउट. आय थिंक विथ दॅट नोट we have finished our chapter number 1. Okay, so that is all about the introductory part, which is related to quantity estimation. What is the roles and responsibilities played by the quantity surveyor? What is the purpose of estimation? Then good qualities of the estimator. Then we have started with the specifications, types of the estimates, general specification, detailed specification. Then types of estimate मध्ये आपण preliminary estimate, त्यानंतर तुमचं सप्लिमेंटरी एस्टिमेट, रिवाइज्ड एस्टिमेट, मेंटेनन्स एस्टिमेट. We have completed all the part, and finally we have discussed the part of methods and units of measurements of the civil construction work. So with that note, we have completed our chapter number 1, and from the next chapter, next lecture, we are going to start very important part, and I called it as nothing but the rate analysis, where you have to solve so many problems. You have to actually prepare the rate analysis. Then we will start with the quantity estimation also. एखाद्या बिल्डिंगचं एस्टिमेट कसं तयार करतात हे सुद्धा आपण सांगणार आहोत. And for doing the estimate, we are doing it using the ICT based tool, that is your Microsoft Excel, as well as where we will use that Estimator 2.0 software also. Okay, so the next 2 units, I think that next 2 units are very, very, very important. Don't miss a single lecture, because if you miss a single lecture, how to prepare the rate analysis for painting work, how to prepare the rate analysis for plastering work. At first you must know what is the rate analysis. हे rate analysis म्हणजे नेमकं काय करतोय ह्याचा आधी अर्थ तुम्हाला समजला पाहिजे. ठीक आहे. I think A division, I think there is no student from direct second year. Correct? Diploma pass out, there is no one. So from very basic you have to go. Okay, what is rate analysis? What is the purpose of doing that? How it is applied in our construction sector? How to prepare the rate analysis? What points we have to consider? Everything we are going to discuss in detail in our next particular units. Rate analysis, and then followed by the biggest chapter of your and the most important chapter of your syllabus, that is how to prepare the estimate, quantity estimation. So don't miss a single lecture from onwards. Please tell your friends that also. Okay. So if you have any doubt regarding the today's session which we have discussed, please unmute yourself and you can talk with me. And one more instruction that I'm going to give. In your next session, you are having the test. Okay, MCQ test based on our chapter number 1. Okay. So again, that count, I'm going to count the marks of the test in your internal continuous assessment also. If you remain absent, you will get the 0 marks, and then whatever the marks that you will get, you are responsible for that. So don't miss that. In the next unit, in the next session, I will put the link in your chat box. You have to solve the test. I will give you 1 hour, and then we will start our chapter number 2 and 3 simultaneously. These are dependent on each other and very important chapters. Okay. काही शंका असल्यास विचारा. I will give you, it's 150 almost. So I'm having 5 minutes, still 5 minutes in my hand. And dear students, I think from today, we are having the continuous sessions. Like there is no disruption after 40 minutes for all the subject teachers. Okay. So we have the paid version of the Zoom. Okay. So there will not be any disturbance, like meeting is going to conclude at 40 minutes and all that. So continuously 1 hour, 2 hour sessions we are having. Okay. So any questions from your side? Yes or no? Acha part samajla hai? Please respond. Do respond in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself. Any questions if you have, please. चॅप्टर नंबर 1 समजलाय का? यामध्ये काही अडचणी, काही शंका असल्यास विचारा. कुठल्याही पॉइंट वरती विचारा. Only one response I have received. What about others? Do respond in the chat box. Kavanjali, Vaishnavi, Snehal, Madhuri, then Kedar, Aditya, Shivani, and this roll number 56. Dear student, please put your name. How can I come to know who is roll number 56? Please put your name also. That is the practice that you have to follow. Any queries, any doubts regarding the first unit? Vaishnavi, unmute yourself and talk.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, then I will ask Swapnil, Ganesh, any questions, any doubts regarding the first unit? समजलंय सर्वांना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so with that note, I will stop recording also. I will take your attendance and then we will conclude our session. So be in the meeting. I am taking your attendance.